Welcome to Tamer Bowling Video Ball Reviews.
We need your support, so if you like what we do, please support us by joining our Patreon page.
Don't forget to check out our partner Pureit Bowling at pureitbowling.com. I want to thank Limerick Bowl for their support. If you're in the area, don't forget to visit Limerick Bowl in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Today we are testing the beautiful new hammer Black Widow Pink. We're testing on a 40-foot medium house shot and the PBA Scorpion pattern. First impressions, I love this ball. It's gorgeous and rolls so good. I just can't miss. For value, we give it an A+. If someone was looking for a ball to get this score, here you go. It's versatile and every bowler had a good look. Overall, we gave the Black Widow Pink an A+ on house shot and B+ on sport shot. Is there a lot to say about the Black Widow? I mean, the thing just works. The changeover from the Semtex Pearl on the gold to the Aggression CFI means this ball goes from the more skid flip piece to just a little bit more versatile. So it's less flippy, but still hooks strong down lane. The big advantage is being usable on sport shots a bit more than the gold was. For me, I simply couldn't miss with the pink. The ball rolled so well with plenty of forgiveness. Out and it hooked back, in and it held, still going through the pins nicely. I instantly saw a ball that's gonna be in my bag for a while. I like to be as objective as possible, and the truth is I had to try to miss to find the limits of this piece. It just matched up extremely well for me on this condition. And these aren't the same strikes shown over and over. Next to the Black Widow Black and Gold, it might be a little hard to differentiate on house shot in the video. The pink is a touch longer and not very different in angularity. They both can be played from just about anywhere on this condition. Jordan is up next, and as you watch the video, you'll see that his strikes aren't, quote, as clean as mine. It was a bit more angular for him, which meant he was really seeing the ball drive way left through the pins. He had no issues at all with length, as you would expect. It was just a little tougher to control where it breaks back. A little more friction in the mids would hone this thing a bit for him. You can see how good it looks when he tests a black and gold, for example. The hybrid cover reads just that bit earlier to show off the gas mask motion and still really continue through the pins. Last but not least, Bryan tests the Black Widow Pink, and it looks just about as good for him as it does for me. Sometimes Pearl ASIMs are a little clean for him, causing more corner pins, but he struck and struck a lot. There isn't too much more to add. You can see when the ball goes a touch high, he trips the 4-pin, some lighter hits, threatens a 5-7 or a 10-pin. I mean, nothing surprising, but we're grasping to show you everything we saw and not just the perfect shots. You shouldn't be surprised he also really likes the black and gold. That's probably the Goldilocks for him, as again a touch of additional mid-lane read to bring the reaction perhaps a foot closer while still hitting really well. I mean, very recognizable reaction, and there are good complements to each other. For the sport shot, we tested on a 42-foot Scorpion pattern, and honestly I was a bit surprised about the usability of the Black Widow Pink on the sport pattern. I expected a bit more pronounced skid flip, but the length and reliable strong down lane motion actually made me pretty comfortable. I could play it more direct or from deeper. You would think the black and gold might be more playable, but in fact it was actually less. The mid lane read just made it go too hard, which meant I had to work harder to open up my angles. Jordan's look is, I would say, similar to mine. The ball looks pretty good considering it's a shiny pearl and a fairly flat pattern. It's not going to blend the mids for you, but if you're moderately accurate, it gives you decent forgiveness and punch. Interestingly, the black and gold gave him more control and a smoother roll with less backing. For Bryan, he really didn't struggle to find the pocket. He thought it might have been harder. Tight pocket control was a bit harder given the cleaner and flippier nature of the ball, but not bad at all. As the lanes break down, Bryan could step down to this ball. The black and gold again seemed to be just right, giving the slightly earlier read and smooth driving punch. Final thoughts. I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately from the EBI and Hammer releases, but the Black Widow Pink is the real deal. If you thought we were not serious, all you have to do is check out the World Series of Bowling to see how often the ball was used from Cheetah all the way to Scorpion. The staffers made it look great. Or did the pink make them look great? Either way, we really enjoyed this and look forward to tossing it for a while to come.
喺呢度都有多 Tamer Elbaga review